Welcome. This video instructs you on how to enter an account into SBC. Now, please keep in mind that there is a method to enter accounts on a grand scale. So if you've decided that you want to add all new accounts from a certain area, or you are going to open a new business in a different location and you'd like to basically import the phone book, we have ways of using the convert.uni program, and there is a video for that on how to use that program to import data into the system. What I'm going to show you is how to manually enter an account ones and twos. So to get to that menu selection, you're going to start by going to F as in Frank, that's your AR management screens, and then number 1, add accounts. So there's two ways to add accounts. The first way to add an account is to simply type in the number here. I'm going to type in 1355, press my enter key, and it's going to tell me that the record is not found. This is a good thing. I don't want the record to be found, because if it's found, then I'm already using that account number. So when it says this, it's saying that 1355 is not found in the file. Do you want to scan for the appropriate place to put this account number? I'm going to say yes, and notice that it has shown me what my rear account number and what my following account number will be if I enter this numerically where it should belong. So I can simply press my down arrow or my enter key and type in my new account number, press my enter key, and now notice that it moved that account into the prior. That account now exists, and all I would need to do is press my escape key, go into number 3, go into letter A, my general page, 1355, and I have a blank screen here. I can fill in any fields that I want. For some customers, when I'm working with them on this, we print out this screen, we do a screenshot, and then they take a highlighter and highlight all of the fields that they would like to fill in. Perhaps they can match it up with a document that employees fill out when they want to add new customers or something along those lines. And some people are very visual, so they want to be able to see it all on the page and make sure that they fill out the fields appropriately. So that's an option on how to add an account to the system. Second one is to add the account in a different fashion. So I'm going to go into the Add Accounts, and I'm going to type in my new account number, 1356, and press my enter key. My record is not found. Do I want to scan? I'm going to say yes again, but instead of entering the new account number up at the top of the screen here, I'm going to press my home key. So I'm going to click on home, and I'm going to press it one more time. Once I've done this, there's a button at the bottom of the screen that pops up that says Data. I'm going to click on that button. And what I have on my screen now is a list of predefined fields that I want my personnel to enter when they are entering a new account number. Now, the nice thing about this is that if whoever the person who's entering these accounts loses the piece of paper with all the highlighted marks on it, all of this is preset here. The second thing is I only had to go to one page to get here to do this. This screen can be adjusted at any time if you want to add fields that you want to require, but I'm just going to run through and fill out the page. So I'm going to type in my new account number. Now your people will need to know what these field letters on the left-hand side mean. So I happen to know that ML1 is the business name. So, okay. What's my address? I don't have a second line of address. You could add one if you wanted to, a suite number or so on. What's my city? My city is, oops. What's my state? And what's my zip? Okay, so now that I've added the basic information for this account, I'm requiring that my people add a couple more things, such as the phone number. So I'm going to type in a phone number. WBP is my web password, so I'm going to use my last 4 digits of my phone number, but I could use any character, numeric character, alpha character, any combination of those for my web password. Pay type, is this a cash account or is this a house charge? I'm going to say that this is a house charge and that his default is retail. Does he require a purchase order? My answer here would either be a Y for yes, meaning that my employee has to fill in the purchase order number each time a ticket is created, or I can add an actual number here and then that number will print out on all my screens. And then things like the tax exempt number. This customer isn't exempt, so I'm going to pass by it. I'm going to put that my taxed account type 1 is a T and my tax 2 is a T, and so on. So this gives you the ability to fill out all of this information right here from this screen. Once I'm done with this, I would hit the home key and notice that my information here, now I've been added some more buttons, and one of them is my Control W to add button. So when I click on that, I now have this account set up in my system. When I hit the escape key and I go to number 3 and then I go to A and type in 1356, notice that all of the fields that I wanted to populate are populated. My web password field over here, my purchase order field, and so on. So you can set it up so that all of these fields, or as many fields as you'd like, are predefined in that location. You can even fill in answers on the right-hand side. So if you are always going to set up these customers as a house charge, you can set a C for house charge in the pay field, and then you wouldn't even have to enter a value there. You would just press the enter key through that particular field. So those are two ways to add accounts into your system when you're adding them one at a time. As I said, if you use the convert.uni program, that's menu selection Y, D2, that will give you the opportunity to create like an Excel sheet and import the sheet into your AR, filling in any columns of information that you want to import so that you can do multiple accounts all at one time. If you have any questions about any of the material you've seen today, please call SBC at 800-829-4722 or send us an email at sbctraining@autolog.com. Thank you so much.